Hey friends, Mac here of Bound for Nowhere. So today I want to talk to you guys about Reef Safe Sunscreen and Surfboard Wax. I am on a personal quest to live in a more environmentally friendly and gentle life on all of the places that we go. I thought a great place to start would be all of the products that we use when we come in contact with the ocean because of how much time we spend in or around the water. All right, let's dive in and talk about all the things that I found. Recently, there's been a lot of stir about moving towards reef-safe sunscreen, and it's for really good reasons. According to the Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resources, the reefs around Hawaii have declined between 43 and 69% from the late 1970s to 2008. These declines are not just limited to Hawaii because as many as 14,000 tons of sunscreen is introduced to the world reefs every single year. The decline of these reef systems is greatly attributed to a chemical called oxybenzone, which happens to be in most large brand sunscreens on the market today, such as Neutrogena, Coppertone, Hawaiian Tropic, and unfortunately, many others. Just one drop of oxybenzone in 4.3 million gallons of water, which happens to be about 6.5 Olympic swimming pools, can be deadly to reef systems, according to a study done by the Archives of Environmental Contamination and Toxicology. That article is linked in the description of this video, so you can read more about all the effects of these chemicals on our reef systems. Those numbers are incredibly staggering, and if it's that bad for the oceans, I cannot imagine that it's that great for our bodies either. But the good thing is that there are tons of companies out there now that are starting to make amazing reef-safe products for both our oceans and our bodies. But before we dive into the products that I recommend using and the ones that I've done a lot of research on, I think it's a really good idea that we talk about all of the chemicals that you should be avoiding in your sunscreens. Most chemical sunscreens have one or more of the following active ingredients that are toxic to our coral reefs and marine ecosystems. Here are the major 8 that you're looking to avoid. I would read them all aloud to you, but I would guarantee that I was going to butcher them, so I decided to spare you the pain and suffering that would induce. I recommend going through all of your sunscreens to be sure that they do not contain any of these 8 active ingredients. If they do, I would urge you to stop using them as soon as humanly possible. They're not just harmful directly worn into the ocean, but if you wear these toxic formulas away from the ocean and then shower, that water has the ability to make its way all the way out to the ocean and can be just as harmful as if you were wearing it directly into the water like your day at the beach. This is when I wanted to say, please take the proper steps and recycle your old products. I was hoping to present to you all of the safe ways that you could recycle your old sunscreen containers. But in my research, I found that even the empty chemical sunscreen containers are deemed chemically unsafe to handle at recycling centers. Can you believe that? Yet, these toxic sunscreens are still available on the market for you to purchase to this day, to wear on your own bodies, to put on your baby's bodies, and to use in the ocean. It's actually insane to me. If I haven't given you reason enough to switch to a reef-safe sunscreen up until this point, maybe the fact that the empty bottles alone are chemically unsafe to handle is a good enough reason. The best way I found to dispose of these toxic bottles is by dropping them off at a hazardous waste center, which can be located in most major cities. If you are looking for one, I recommend giving a quick Google search to find your nearest one. Now more than ever, companies are making a huge push towards reef-safe products. Our personal favorite is this ThinkSport SPF 50. ThinkSport is the #1 rated sunscreen from the Environmental Working Group's Skin Deep database since 2010. It is also the first sunscreen to pass Whole Foods premium care requirements. The sunscreen is water resistant and sweat resistant up to 80 minutes. I initially bought this sunscreen for its outstanding ratings, but I've since absolutely fallen in love with it. It rubs in completely clear, which is actually kind of rare for mineral sunscreen. It smells great, smells like Fruit Loops. And I love the way it feels on the skin. It's not greasy at all. I've actually started to wear it every single day since purchasing it. In the end, it's really important that you do some research on your own to figure out exactly what products are gonna work for you and your needs. Just remember to read the labels and keep your eye out for the bad stuff. As a quick side note, the Environmental Working Group, or EWG, is an amazing resource that I frequently reference. They rate skincare and other products that you use on your body for their environmental friendliness. It is a great resource to have, and I have linked all of their information in the description below so you can check them out at your leisure. Bet you didn't realize that surfboard wax was also contributing to the problem. They too can be packed with harmful chemicals. Once they leave your surfboard, they actually do not break down. Our personal favorite is Maria's Surfboard Wax. It's 100% natural, non-toxic, biodegradable, and eco-friendly vegan wax. Maria's wax is made using local ingredients from California that come straight from the farm, and the packaging is printed with 100% recycled paper using all natural dyes for the ink. We've been using this wax since December and have actually really been enjoying it. I will say, if you move to something like this, I would recommend keeping it in the refrigerator just to preserve its life. As someone who's been trying to use products that are more gentle on the earth and our bodies, I know that this is a long process. There's a lot of research involved, and it can be pretty daunting at times. It takes time and money to make these changes happen, but I recommend focusing on one aspect of your life at a time to be sure that you're making the switches and changes in a sustainable way. December of 2018 happened to be the month where I focused on everything that came in contact with the ocean, and that's when I made all of these changes and did all of this research. I hope that you found this information to be helpful, interesting, or maybe thought-provoking. Though this is a subject that I'm really passionate about, I am still learning. If you have any additional resources on leading a cleaner life, I am all ears. I would love to hear what you have. In the description below, I've listed some of my reading materials and resources used in this video, as well as the product recommendations for both sunscreen and surfboard wax, and other companies that are making amazing products that I would recommend checking out as well. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys down the road. Today we're gonna talk about sunscreen, because I'm really white, I have to wear sunscreen like every day.